Hi guys, so this is going to be I'm getting called to do a collective reading, so we're gonna do a collective reading. Happy Gemini season, as it is now Gemini season. We just started like 2 days ago, I want to say. What's today? I think it's May 22nd, so it is Friday. Maybe I got my date wrong, but I know today is Friday. Brain farts. That could be a message too. Some of you guys could have brain farts, like brain fog. I'm gonna do this as a collective, as I have not been uploading. I know there's been kind of like an MIA part on my end. I did like a community post not too long ago, but in terms of uploading, I know I have not been as consistent just due to some technical difficulties. So yeah. So that's why I'm doing it as a collective reading, because I don't want to just do like one sign and then like leave the other signs hanging and waiting. So a nice good collective is just for everybody. It's for all signs, right? And I personally love collective readings. I used to watch them quite a bit before I even started watching like my placements, like my sun, moon, rising, my Venus. So let's go ahead and get started. Ace of Wands. Oh, and by the way, there's no topic. I'm just gonna call like whatever comes out, which that's another one of my favorite topics. Sometimes is like just whatever comes out, or what you need to know, or general messages. Okay, so we're doing kind of like a freelance, is that the right word? Freelance kind of a reading. So Ace of Wands, there could be some kind of new beginning. Why am I getting, for some of you, maybe like an idea might spark up? I'm not really getting it's like an epiphany like the Ace of Swords would be. It's more so just like you get an idea of something with the Ace of Wands. Something sparks an idea, or some kind of new passionate beginning. Queen of Wands. Okay, I'm not gonna say this is necessarily romantic just because all we have is the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands, but regardless of your gender, collective, GeminiGlitters, my glittery collective, you guys could be very attractive, or someone could find you attractive. And look at that, as I was just mentioning the Ace of Swords, look at that, it's right here at the top of the deck. I know this angle isn't the greatest. I am trying my best to make the angle, they're okay. With the Ace of Swords, someone could be telling you, because look at that, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the King of Swords. Someone could be telling you about something. Maybe they tell you about some kind of new beginning. Okay. Perhaps they could even tell you how attractive they find you. Okay, And then also too, for some of you guys know I channel a lot. Sometimes like not that I don't need the cards, but lately for a while actually, I just channel, and the cards just kind of like help give the storyline, or like not the storyline, but like the messages. For some of you, there's something about embracing how you look. There could be something about your looks. Now, it doesn't have to go as far as like extreme like aesthetics, like I don't know why I'm getting like plastic surgery or anything like that. This could just be you embracing like a new routine. Maybe you start to do something different with your hair. You know how what I'm getting? You know how sometimes like different application methods. I'm going to give an example with makeup just because this is like what I know, right? Sometimes, depending on like how you apply the product, how you blend it out, it can give you a different look, a different effect. There's something here about like, I'm channeling something about like a routine, the way you look might help you look very attractive, or it might bring in someone telling you something. Now this could be someone who's very wise, okay? It doesn't have to be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Also, it's a king, but does not matter the gender. It could be someone who's been through a lot. For a few of you, it could be someone you do know, but they look at you as very highly attractive. There's something also about alluring, but I am getting there's something about like the way you look, the way you appear could be very attractive to this person. And again, regardless of your gender, even though it's a Queen of Wands, there could be something about, for some of you, use what you got. I don't know what that could mean. That could be like use whatever wardrobe you have, right? Use whatever hair tools you already have, or whatever, like if you wear makeup, whatever makeup products you already have in your collection, and use it to like maybe look up different ways you can use it, different tools you could use to apply it. Another example I'm getting is like there's this trend that used to be on, well, not trend, but it was like a thing that some people do on YouTube still, where it's like shop my stash, where basically you're not shopping for anything new. You're not going to the store and purchasing or anything like that. You're basically shopping within the stash of products that you already have and using it to its full potential. So there's something about that, okay? So maybe for some of you, this could have to do with like self-esteem, right? Like just embracing how you look, using what you got, okay? I feel like I just went on a whole tangent on that. Six of Cups, okay? Give me more with that Six of Cups. Six of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Wands at the top of the deck. Yeah, I feel like there's someone here that I feel like, again, going back to what I was saying earlier, like probably a couple minutes ago, for some of you, you don't know this person, but they are someone who's been through a lot. They speak the truth. They've been through a lot of experiences to have a lot of wisdom. So it's definitely someone who holds a lot of wisdom. A lot of what they say is with a lot of experience. And for some of you, this could just be someone that you know who has been going through this in the time being, okay? Maybe through like time of separation, or it could just be someone that you know. You don't have to have heavy history with this person, okay? And with the Six of Cups, 10:10 as I was saying that, on the time, the recording time. With the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, I definitely feel like this person, if it is someone from the past, I feel like they have a lot of memories with you, a lot of nostalgia, okay? Yeah, nostalgic. And I get it's not like Nine of Swords where they're stressing out, but they have good memories. Or whenever they do think of you, I don't know why I'm getting for some of you, if they're like somebody who likes to chill and smoke, okay? Like in downtime, right? It could be like I'm getting someone like sitting at the park, like reminiscing about someone, okay? But it's not giving stressed out. It's giving like very calm, okay? So whether they smoke some of that good herbal plant, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I can say sometimes with YouTube being finicky. Marijuana. If they do smoke that, maybe they do get nostalgic over you, or even if it's just a simple, like, I don't know, cigarette. Okay? And with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like they want to give to you, okay? Yeah, and if it's someone new, like I was saying, because I feel like it's 50-50, for some it's new, for some it's from the past, I feel like you could just, this person, when you meet them, or if you've already met them, they've met you, there's this energy of like familiarity, like familiar, they're familiar to you, okay? I'm having trouble with my words today. They're familiar with you. Like, you give them this sense of like, I feel comfortable around them, or they feel comfortable around you, okay? Yeah, because look at these cards under that. We have the Three of Cups under that Four of Wands. We have the Emperor. We have the Moon. I definitely feel like there's this energy of this person being someone who's upgraded. If this is someone from the past, they're quite upgraded from the last time you've seen them. If it's someone new, they've upgraded a lot in their life, right? I'm getting something about confessions. Yeah, that Ace of Swords could be like what you, right? We have that Ace of Swords. Could be what they come and tell you, or confess something. The Strength card. Give me more about that Strength card. The Page of Swords. Yeah. Maybe they're observing you. Now, I'm getting this is observing for those of you who like just met this person or are about to meet this person. Okay, like for those of you who it's new, for those of you who it's a past person, I feel like they could be like watching you from afar in some way. Because Page of Swords to me is more observant. It's not necessarily like stalker vibes, like stalker energy. They may have a lot to say. Because remember, even though those cards didn't fly out, I did show you the Moon card, right? Which is one of the cards under that Four of Wands. So I feel like this person may be taming a lot of like energy that they have. This could also be someone here with that King of Swords coming out who may come off like, maybe like on the outside, and most of their demeanor comes off like, I don't want to say cold and detached, but it may come off like calm, cool, collected, where in reality they feel a lot of passion, okay? And maybe they also see you as a very passionate person. Maybe you have some fiery energy, and that could be why this person it's almost like they may not know when to show it, because I feel like this could be someone that on the outside they come off more King of Swords, which is more like, you know, more air energy, versus Queen of Wands, that's fiery, that's a little bit more like showy, not show off, but it's like, it's more passionate, right? It's not as like calm, it's a little bit more like, I feel like I'm over explaining here, but you guys get what I mean. Like, it's just not, this person may not come off super passionate. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, see? Interesting. The 3 of Wands is at the top of the deck right after the 10 of Pentacles came out. Then we have the 2 of Wands. Oh yeah, so we have the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, which looks a little scratched here. We have the... Oh wait, actually, I thought I was looking at... Oh, okay. I was like, I think I seen the 10 of Wands here. Okay, I didn't even see the Devil there. I need to cover the Devil though. And then we have the 10 of Wands. This person's ready to move forward. If this is someone new, I feel like they are not looking behind to their past. They're not looking at what's behind them, what has happened. They're looking ahead into the future. They're looking at forward things, not things behind them. Knight of Cups, I feel like this person wants to pursue you. Now, do I get that the gesture is as grand because it is a knight and it's not a king? Yes, but I feel like it could be because this person may have gone through something that was quite intense, possibly. And I get that. I mean, 1717, as I was saying that. Some of you guys may want to look up that number. And I totally get that. Sometimes people, after going through a very intense experience, you learn to be a little more logical versus just like wearing your heart on your sleeve. At least for some people, that's how they go about it. And I don't judge. That's not always a bad thing. So they may want to start off as a knight. But this is a good knight. This is a knight that wants to pursue you, wants to flirt, wants to be like what a lover is. I think a lot of times people forget nowadays that part of dating, part of pursuing someone is like flirting, dates, you know, that kind of energy, like being a pursuit, you know, like you're in a pursuit to pursue someone, versus like nowadays I feel like people either want to like love bomb and right away get into commitment, which can be, I don't know, that gives kind of finicky sometimes, or they just want to be like no strings attached, friends with benefits, but still have the, you know, like commitment benefits to the person. So it's like people kind of forget it's a little bit of like a balance, right? So yeah, I feel like this person is in that energy now. If this is someone from the past, I feel like they're no longer looking at past things, which could have been a thing in the past where maybe they were looking at X people or X, Y, and Z situations, or they were just not being a pursuit, like, you know, being someone who pursues, you know, who wants to court you, who wants to go after you, right? They were just not in the energy. So let's get, I'm getting leave it at that, but do I get some oracles? No, actually. So that's it. Leave it at that. Yeah, I'm really getting to leave it at that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that, actually. I'm really tempted to get something for that Knight of Cups, but I really do think that's it. Yeah, I'm getting like in my mind, leave it at that, with like exclamation marks. So you guys know me, sometimes I'll be like, okay, and I just keep going and going. So I'm actually gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I do get that this energy, even if it is someone from the past, and like I said, for others of you, I feel like it could be someone new or someone that you've recently met. However it fits, whatever category you fit into, I do feel like it is someone who may not be super lovey-dovey, but they have learned, they've learned something, they've gone through something that made them learn. Ten of Swords is like the worst of the worst. You have no other choice but to get better after the Ten of Swords, okay? And yeah, we have the Three of Wands, Two of Wands. I feel like they're looking ahead, not behind them, if that may have been an issue in the past. And if it's a new person, they're no longer looking at things of the past. They've gained wisdom, they've learned something, and yeah. They might just be a little bit more of a logical person, more like head over heart, but I do get that they want to pursue, okay? As that was like one of the last cards that we got, the Knight of Cups. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you guys got clarity and or guidance. Hopefully I can start to be a little more consistent with uploads. Just wanted to pop in here with a collective that wouldn't leave you know, any sign hanging, that all signs can enjoy. And yeah, till next time, bye collective.